Yo, what up? My name is Don, and it's been a while since I've done one of these, but today we're going to be doing a reaction video and checking out Lamb of God's new song, Sepsis, that just came out 4 days ago on Thursday, October 2nd. And I'm super excited because it's been a while since we got a new Lamb of God song, so I'm not sure if this is going to be a teaser to a new album they're working on. But regardless, I'm super excited to check it out. So without further ado, let's hop right in and check out Sepsis by Lamb of God. What a horror film movie start? What is this? Randy? Okay. Yeah, Randy, get it. Oh, yeah. We got the goosebump check, baby. Can we see that? Oh, yeah, you can. Come on now. Yeah, boys. I was waiting for something like that. Give it to me. Yes. Yeah, I needed that right there. Cool, man. It's very raw. It's very raw. Yeah, no, that was cool. That's it. That is it. Let's bring this down. Okay, so thoughts off the bat is that yeah, it's a very raw sounding song. I scrolled down really quickly before I pressed play before I started the video, and one of the comments said it sounded like New American Gospel, which is one of Lamb of God's earliest albums, and it just it sounds sick. You know, a lot of people commented also that John's bass tone sounded really sick. I think it sounds very raw, very it's a lot of gain, but it just it's really controlled. It's they delivered. One thing, you know, as impressed as I am with this song, um, I was really waiting for it to pick up. I almost wish that there would have been some more teaser riffs, ways that the song was building up to that, that tempo increase, kind of 3/4 way through the song when it got a little bit more exciting, a little bit more energy. I'm big on energy, especially in my Lamb of God songs. I like it when they really, punch up that BPM and deliver the fire, right? So we're gonna get back into it so I can talk about some of the parts specifically that I was really impressed with, and maybe I don't want to say a few gripes. There's only really one gripe that I had throughout the entire song, and I think that's that the mix is favorable to John's bass, and Randy sounds fantastic. The guitars sound fantastic, but for some reason, I feel like the drums just aren't hitting. They feel, and I'm gonna really try to hone in and listen on this second, playthrough of it. Truly try to listen to the drums and the bass together, and just what the rhythm is doing on the guitars, and just try to really hone in on the ground, the ground elements that make up the song. Because for some reason I just feel like the drums is lacking. Something feels missing from the bottom end, and it definitely isn't John's bass, because John's bass is delivering. It cuts through the mix fantastically. So let's get into it again, and I'll tell you what I think here. So the creative choice for the video is kind of cool, I guess. I'm not sure if this was filmed all in a certain states, certain neighborhoods, certain locations or whatever. Norfolk, like I don't know where exactly they were there, if this is filmed in the States where Lamb of God's obviously from and stuff. But I'm not sure what the inspiration is for the music video. It really feels like you could say the same thing about the tone, actually. It feels like just a throwback to like a real raw production, like a bunch of teenagers would just film like a little home movie or something. And I don't mean that as an insult. I mean that as a compliment. It just feels very relatable. It doesn't feel professionally produced. It looks like they jacked up the ISO on the camera so hard that you can see the pixels artifacting and stuff like that. So yeah, I like the way the song comes in here. And with the mix again, I feel like every instrument is really punching above their weight. But the drums doesn't really add anything dynamically for me. I'm not talking about what Art is playing, Art Cruz. I'm not talking about what he's playing. I'm not really trying to, hate on the drumming he's doing. Just the mix. Right there when this verse comes in. I think this is the verse, is it not? Or is it the chorus? Anyways, when this part comes in, the drums feel so tinny still. It almost feels like his bass, his feet. It feels like when he hits the bass drum, it doesn't feel much more impactful than the snare. And it so bothers me when I find things in music that I don't like, because I hate. It makes me feel like the bad guy. I love the increase in BPM here. The rhythm doesn't change. It doesn't get too much more intricate or anything on that first little couple seconds of this increase in BPM. And then we got 3, 2, 1, and then it really goes into it right there. I really like this part of the song. Randy explodes, the energy explodes, the riffing absolutely explodes. Willie and Mark just going off there, but the drumming just doesn't. This has always been my personal issue with Art Cruz's drumming, which it feels very forgettable. Like, I hate saying that because I want to just like their songs, man, every part of their songs. And I always, people are probably going to be like, why are you still bringing up Chris at this point? Because every time I listen to Art Cruz's drumming, I feel like there's something missing. I feel like I just want more. It's always just bass and snare fills. I need something more. Use your cymbals. Use the different parts of your cymbals to make different ting 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 and tong 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 sounds. Like, give me something, man. Ah! I think the rest of the song is sick. This has been my opinion. This is for a majority of Lamb of God's songs since Art Cruz became the drummer. This is always my opinion. Vocals are sick. The riffing is sick. The song overall, its entire structure is sick. And then I just, John's bringing it like he always does. Willie and Mark are bringing it like they always do. And then I get to Art Cruz's drumming, and I'm like, dude, you have other pieces of your drum kit other than the snare drum, right? Ah! So, yeah, it's for me, critically speaking, 3/4 of the song, I want to say every other instrument in the song is fine. The drumming is just fine. It's just fine. It's just there. It doesn't get me excited, and that's always been what bothers me about Lamb of God is that, since Art Cruz became the drummer, is that he, I don't know, isn't as artistically vibrant as Chris was for me. And every time I listen to a song where I like the rest of it, I always just feel like I want more from the drums. I just hate that feeling. I always it's lackluster to me, and I don't know, man. So yeah, that's it. That's my honest truth about the song. I love Lamb of God overall, and I probably will learn this song. I'm definitely gonna, probably play it on my stream tonight. So definitely check the links in the bio and come by. But I wouldn't say it's my favorite Lamb of God song. So if this is some sort of teaser, single release or something for a new album, I'm looking forward to it. I'm always looking forward to whatever they're coming out with. But I will, I won't try to pretend that my love for Lamb of God supersedes me being critical about, one member, the newest member, who has been the biggest change for me and been the biggest hurdle for me in continuing to like, as much as I like the older content with Chris, the older music, has been a hurdle for me to like this new music as much. But anyways, would love to know your thoughts on this track. And please drop them down in the comments down below. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.